everybody, this is Brittany. For my second video for this channel, I thought why not do a gardening haul. There seems to be a lot of hauls out there on the YouTube zeitgeist. I thought why not a gardening one? I mean, if you guys are like me, you know that it's impossible to go into a gardening store without coming away with something new. Case in point, I went in to get a piece of my solar light fixed and I came away with this. This is the complete compost gardening guide. I saw it and I was very interested. I've been trying to do some compost of my own. Well, I've been composting for 2 years, but I haven't really started thinking about the ways in which I'm doing it until recently. I've only read the first chapter of this book so far, but from what I have read, it has a lot of good information in it, but additionally, it's written in a very entertaining way. The authors went out of their way to make it not as dry as it could be. On the same visit that I got the compost book, I also picked up this roll of Velcro plant ties. They are meant to tie your plants to the stakes that you used, usually tomato plants, sometimes pepper plants, anything that gets really tall, so because you don't want it to fall over in the wind, that could break the stem, or it could just mean that your fruits and vegetables end up touching the ground, which can open them up to disease or insects. The nice thing about these Velcro ties is that instead of having to tie, say, a piece of plastic or a twist tie around the plant and then having to untie it when it gets taller and retie it higher up, this Velcro you can basically just slide up. So that's nice, because I remember it was quite a pain sometimes, since I would tie the plastic tie tight enough so that it couldn't come apart in the wind or elements, and then when I went to untie them again so that I could tie them higher up, it was really difficult to untie them. So I'm really happy with this purchase and I hope it works out well for me. While this isn't necessarily a recent purchase, I thought I would include it. It was actually the book that I decided to get with the birthday money from my grandmother, who is also a avid gardener. So she's the one who I actually got my seed starting lights from. So I got this, it's called A Gardener's Journal. Next 10 years I can put all my gardening information in this. So it has, for instance, a year at a glance planner for 10 years. So it has the different months. I can write out points about what I want to do in those months in order to prepare my garden for the coming spring. It then has full days. So it also has insect and disease control. It's a way of me keeping track of what I've used on my garden. There is a tool, a place where I can record the tools that I've gotten. And right now what I'm actually using is the soil test record. It has a garden layout section, so I could actually use this grid to make a to-scale layout of my garden. I think you kind of get the idea that it's really an all-in-one sort of diary / calendar of your garden. The next two things I'll show you are things that my mom actually got for me. They're little things to to put labels in. I think the idea is that you can also put the actual seed packet in this little container area that just snaps on and off. Personally, I'm not sure if my seed packets are gonna fit in there, but you know, I'll try it out, and maybe in a future video I'll be able to let you know how that has worked out. This is for putting in small seeds one at a time. I don't know if you've ever been planting, say, carrots, radishes, different greens, but sometimes if the seed is very small, it's really hard to put just one at a time, and so you end up putting quite a few in the same space, and then as they grow, they crowd each other, and their roots compete, and neither of them are really able to thrive, which is a problem. This, it looks like a little trowel, and it comes with 5 of these little pieces right here. This one is the smallest one. It allows for just a little seed to pass through. You click it in, and then you put your seeds in here, and you roll this, which essentially just provides a bit of a shake for the device so that it shakes out a seed. So you can go along and you can use that to place the seeds exactly where you want, and that way you can make sure that they're a certain distance apart, so when they grow you don't have to worry about thinning out plants. The other day I was in the dollar store. It has a little gardening section. It's called Topsy Turvy. It's a tool that allows you to plant tomatoes in an area where you don't have a lot of space. Say you live in a condo, an apartment. This is a planter that you can actually hang from a hook on a wall. There's a whole bunch of soil in this right here, and then you water it from the top, and the tomatoes hang down. I've done it for my grandmother who's in a retirement home. It did quite well, and she enjoyed being able to harvest the tomatoes from this planter. So additionally, at the dollar store I picked up some new gardening gloves. They were $2 for 2 pairs. I've never gotten gardening gloves at the dollar store before, so I'd be interested to see if they work out. The last thing I got, also from the dollar store, are these little packets of cedar pots. You know, they're just plastic, and they were $1.25 for 3 of them. And then each tray has 12 in it. So I got 6 of those, and this is just for my greens and my carrots and my radishes, which I'll be planting only about a week before last frost, which is May 23rd, May 24th. So I didn't need big pots like I'm using for the tomatoes or the zucchini, which I'm starting farther ahead of time. So I just thought I'd get these, and I'm thinking they should do the job. I hope that was kind of neat. I'm thinking that probably in another few weeks I'll be able to do another one of these, since I do have some gardening tools that I'd like to get in the coming weeks, so I'm looking forward to showing you guys that. So let me know, you know, if this is interesting, if you want to know more about certain tools, where I got them, how much they were. Just let me know, and I'll try to adjust my future videos for that.